Hey, Gordo, why don't you tell us the story?
So there's a few things that I don't do as a married woman. Number one, I do not cook for my husband. I only cook for my children. My husband will be making his own breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Number two, I do not help him pay any bills. So if he is short on the rent, on utilities, or anything like that, it is not my problem. I will not be helping him out. His job is to provide for his family, so I am not financially contributing to any of the bills. Number three, I do not do his laundry. I have my own laundry and my children's laundry to do, so he could do his own. I won't help him put it away. I won't help him fold.
She isn't even married.
Ow! Look out, muffin head!
Look, Miss Lopez, if you're going to be a member of the La Taco family, you're going to have to learn to get along with people.
Get a what with who?
Why don't you start chopping those onions and I'll come check on you a little later.
This is bullshit! How the fuck did I end up working at a La Taco? I had 6 platinum records and I starred in 5 Hollywood movies!
I think everyone forgot this was a thing, including Ben Affleck, which I'm sorry for fans out there, I have to say, is a simp. In fact, most Hollywood actors are simps. It's in their nature to simp. Why? Well, if you spend enough time catering to the propaganda machine, you begin to connect with the terrible characters made by it. They start buying into the 90s nice guy narrative, they start believing that women are girl bosses, and they start believing that it is somehow logical that a middle-aged woman on her way out is a diamond in the rough that deserves half the paycheck when the house of cards finally collapses. A lot of guys see the actor, see the 80s success of a movie, and then suddenly think they're the same person. They believe that the guy playing a soldier is a soldier, or whatever else they choose to portray in masculine roles. But I'm here to say, those not yet aware, that actors are not their characters, at least not the ones they portrayed decades ago. They're idiots, dummies that have access to all the information we do, but refuse to acknowledge the warning signs. When you hear about these stories, you'll see what I mean, with the first one being, Jennifer Lopez wants half of Ben Affleck's $150 million fortune in revenge move after spending lion's share. Report. The report is mostly an allegation, but we can suspect that this was Jenny's first move. The fairy tale ending for Bennifer 2.0 seems to have gone up in smoke. Just 2 years after their stunning Las Vegas wedding, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are reportedly headed for a split, and things might be getting a bit messy. The couple has not been photographed together for over a month now, and sources suggest marriage is over. Now a bombshell report claims Lopez isn't shying away from demanding a hefty chunk of Affleck's fortune in the divorce settlement.
No way.
Jen and Ben are living separately now that their shared mansion in Beverly Hills is back on the market. Ben, who stars in The Accountant 2, is renting a place in Brentwood near his ex-wife Jennifer Garner and their kids. Meanwhile, the pop star Jen is staying in her LA home with her children Max and Em.
Your parents' marriage failed.
According to a source from Radar Online, the Jenny from the Block singer wants half of Ben's nearly $150 million of fortune, even though she herself is worth much more, about $400 million. Some see this move as a way for her to get back at him, claiming she handled more of the financial responsibilities during their short-lived marriage. Alright, a few things to understand right off the bat. This is in fact a puff piece, and circumstances have changed, which I'll go over soon. But I think it's safe to say that this was the first move here. This chick, from everything broadcasted all over the internet, is an absolute nightmare. She hit the wall years ago, but has joined the small Hollywood female militia that, after countless surgeries, insists on proving she aged like fine wine and that every part of her journey was a struggle. Now, she wants everyone to be miserable, because deep down, she always has been. Also, if tabloids have merged your names in a cutesy way, well, it's safe to say the guy in the situation was completely neutered by a deranged lunatic. Before we go any further with the video, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to Jason Bourne is Treadstone, who shared, "Trust not a woman when she weeps, for it is her nature to weep when she wants her will," by Socrates. These are wise words that we'll never forget. Thank you for sharing, man. So please, don't forget to reach out to my email to claim your $5. As always, guys, I'll be picking one comment from each video. Could be the funniest one, the most liked, or just one that stuck out to me. So don't forget to leave a comment, and you could be our very next winner tomorrow. So be sure to hit the like and sub button too, as that helps out the channel a ton.
embrace your masculinity.
Oh, I'm so sleepy.
I hear my husband is a woman-hating misogynist, that men should pay for dates with women who want to be equal, don't want to give them children, and also want to have their own careers, and that absolutely blew my mind.
You don't think that men should pay on the first date?
Oh, I think they should pay on the first date for women who are going to be wives, not for women like you.
I wouldn't be a wife?
Not if you're going to refuse to give a man children. Why would a man pay for you if you're just a roommate?
It's a good question, one that every simp in LA proudly ignores, even after they give away half their assets. Now, obviously most of the women giving demands for a cash look a lot more like Shamu here, but as I've said time and time again, aesthetics are a trap for the simp, because most of us know that, under the 3 pounds of makeup and hefty operations, everything's expired. It's why all of these stories involving someone like Jennifer Lopez, Jennifer Aniston, or whoever else sound a lot like high school squabbles rather than a journey through adulthood. They never had to grow up like a normal person, so they come out to the public in shiny wrapping paper, only to be exposed in a matter of a few short months. Speaking of exposure, a person with knowledge of the matter suggests that Jennifer Lopez spent more money during their brief period together. This insider alleges Lopez, who recently canceled her expensive Los Angeles residency, took on the majority of the financial responsibility. They depict Ben Affleck as a huge cheapskate who constantly complained about Lopez's spending habits. Apparently, to avoid his grumbling, the driven diva covered most expenses to maintain their luxurious lifestyle.
Sure she did.
One of the little-known secrets is Jennifer paid for much of their marital expenses, and now she feels he owes her, the source claimed. She's adding up all those private jet bills she puts on her plastic, the hotels and meals, clothes, coffee runs, gas. The high cost of living was done on her dime. She paid the lion's share for that $60 million mansion they bought too, they added. Ben took so much money out of her, at least that's what she's saying.
So I.
The report suggests that the rumored split has made the star realize the situation. Before this, Lopez's relatives were said to have told her to move forward from Affleck, thinking she shouldn't continue to put effort into someone who gave up so easily in their marriage.
Nice.
While we don't know if it's truly about money or revenge, the situation for the couple, who rekindled their old flames and married in 2022, doesn't seem to be progressing well as they continue to spend time alone. Affleck returned to his production house without his wedding ring again, while Lopez, after spending her 4th of July alone in the Hamptons, is focusing on self-love and her work, socializing on Instagram. Notice the wording here. All of these articles phrase this crap in the same way. They'll say Affleck went back to his production house, while neglecting to mention that's where he works. Then they'll say all of these fluffy things about Lopez with the whole self-love and her work, socializing on Instagram thing, all of these stories used for aging women devoid of any kind of moral structure. So let me rephrase it for them. Affleck got drunk on Simp Juice and went back to a woman who craved the spotlight, went back to work after the separation, while his ex-wife went to do some actual drinking before posting a nasty thirst trap on IG hoping to get a bite. There, I fixed it. I'll say it once, I'll say it 1,000 times. Feminism is a cognitive illness. The women that subscribe to this ideology, regardless of their financial situation, are miserable, and they won't be happy until everyone in their orbit is feeling as low as they are. I mean, come on. It's why we have so many meme pics of Affleck smoking outside like he just got out of a 10-year sentence, and conversations like this for people who crave fame, but never achieve it.
He saved my life mental health wise, if I'm being completely honest. Like, can I be completely honest about something?
Sure, go ahead.
It seemed to me like in America, it's like fashionable or trendy in a lot of women's mind, right? To say that they have mental illnesses. And I didn't really understand it until my son came from college and said, Mom, I'm not going to date American girls because everybody either on Xanax or any psychiatric pills, everybody talk about their mental illness. Nobody thrived to be normal anymore. Everybody just ride on that crazy horse. It's ridiculous.
I mean, I don't...
Good decision.
I like taking my hair out like this. It reminds me like when I was 16 in the Bronx, running up and down the block. That crazy little girl who used to be wild and no limits, all dreams and
Profound, J-Lo. Very inspirational. The life cycle of wall jumpers is always the same. They look back on a life as the protected class, try and make up struggles in their head, and when things don't work out, they create a fiction. It happens all around people in the West all the time. The only difference is that these celebrities are constantly in the spotlight, so you really get a good look at how insane these people get. Now, as I said before, the narrative has changed, but the situation is still worth inspecting for laughs. Lopez has been getting a lot of heat, not just because of a documentary where apparently she tried to look down to earth while insulting the help, but because she's always claiming she deserves more, which is what makes this whole spectacle absolutely wild. Here we go. Per The Insider, Lopez's documents filed at the Los Angeles County Superior Court on August 20th read that she is waiving her claim to spousal support and requesting the judge deny Affleck any payments. Since they didn't sign a prenuptial agreement, the money earned between them since their July 2022 marriage in Las Vegas is considered community property. Lopez listed her date of separation as April 26, 2024.
Nice trick.
Jennifer was reportedly done waiting, so she filed pro per without an attorney on the day of their second wedding anniversary. At the time, Affleck was on a family trip with his ex-wife, Jennifer Garner, and their children. According to TMZ, money-wise, everything is still up in the air.
Sure it is.
The outlet reported they were handling everything through their respective business managers and trying to figure out the finances. The couple is still trying to sell their $68 million Beverly Hills mansion, which is one of the first major signs that a divorce was on the horizon. According to TMZ, J.Lo wrapped up the sale of her $23 million NYC condo on the same day Affleck purchased his $20 million mansion, which also happened to be her 55th birthday.
Ancient tricks of an ancient dog.
In an unexpected twist, Alex Rodriguez entered that conversation after the news broke. The Dominican-American retired baseball star reposted a cryptic quote about decisions an hour after reports began to circulate on his Instagram story, leaving many wondering if he was addressing the split or sending a message of support to his ex-fiancée. The quote A-Rod shared was his own. You either go one way or the other. You might as well be the one deciding the direction. So, they bumping uglies again. Everyone get that? Right. Doesn't matter. In fact, none of this matters. None of it matters beyond the central point to be made after hearing any story like this. When a woman hits the wall, they're nuts.
I have never heard a story of a guy that said, oh, my wife's boob started sagging, so let me just... But do you know what story I've heard a million times? Men that have been in sexless marriages for years and then cheat. And we never talk about it. It's always, oh, he cheated, he's evil. But we never talk about why he cheated. The nagging woman or the nagging wife that demasculates her husband for years. I honestly think if men had kids by themselves, the kids would turn out better than what we have now. I know. We have all these mental health issues. We have all of these kids that are grown up to be criminals, rude, disrespectful. It's because all these moms just outgrow their husbands and think, let me just be by myself. Oh, it's going to be amazing. And let me rob the guy through child support and alimony for a lifetime. Amazing. Let me just have my free ride. We have 50 years of women that just love having a free ride. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the laziness. You don't have to be a lazy bimbo, ladies. You really don't.
Facts.
I absolutely went into marriage knowing I was going to become a divorcee. There was no question in my mind. I knew at some point we would get divorced. The only question mark was when.
So then why did you get married?
And obviously I don't want to get married ever again. However, double divorcee is a term that I'm living for.
This is not normal behavior. Women want to be treated well, and then they act like this. Like, I quit the internet today. I can't do this.
Welcome to our world. What I'd change about the latter statement is that women running a marriage hustle is normal. It's as Western as apple pie and NASCAR, baby. Everyone knows the crash is coming. It's just that some decide it's better to ignore it, get in the passenger seat with a middle-aged woman going rogue, and hope the airbag deploys in time. Simping knows no creed or status. It plagues the mind of laymen and billionaires alike, and we know this for a fact now, so the answer is simple.
In reality, women need men, and men need women. So, can we just calm down?
No. Don't ever attach yourself to anyone who shows you the slightest bit of attention just because you're lonely. Loneliness is a part of the human experience, a condition we all face at different points in our lives. It can be a deep and aching void, but seeking to fill it with just anyone who comes along can lead to even greater emptiness. Loneliness is a reminder that there is a space within you that only you can truly understand and tend to. It's an invitation to look inward, to confront your own desires, fears, and longings, and to nurture the relationship you have with yourself. No one else is going to fill that space completely because it is yours to understand and embrace. Instead of attaching yourself to someone out of a fear of being alone, take the time to truly know yourself. Explore what brings you joy, what drives your passions, and what soothes your soul. Know what you want in life and in relationships. When you know yourself deeply, you can recognize when someone truly complements your life rather than merely occupying space in it. True fulfillment comes from within, and the best relationships are those that enhance the wholeness you've already cultivated in yourself.
Guys, being single in the West while making something of yourself doesn't mean being alone forever. Plus, after seeing something like this, I'm sure you understand that simply for a modern woman is loneliness, just with less money and a tremendous migraine. Save your mind, save your money, and embrace freedom. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you'll get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.